because you have a theory. Please explain. About the Sacramento Kings. Please explain.
Yeah. Okay, so there's a couple of things going on right now that are slightly confusing. Number one, Devin Carter got sent to the G League. Now, like in itself, that's not a strange thing. Devin Carter's not playing. I don't even know when the last time was Devin Carter did play, but I feel like every time I see Devin Carter, I haven't seen him for weeks before that. The Kings have lost a bunch of games recently, and a lot of those games were by lopsided margins. And even in those games, Devin Carter did not get on the court. So yesterday, the Kings shipped Devin Carter to the Stockton Kings. And this is what's kind of weird about that. The Kings are on a road trip. So they actually had Devin Carter with them this whole time. They had this break from Wednesday to Saturday where they don't play. Like there was ample time to send Devin Carter back to the G League and just have him not play. I think he's going on like 11 games without seeing the court straight. And even the last time he did see the court, he was actually pretty good against Atlanta. So it doesn't make a lot of sense. But I just find it really interesting that we're in this situation where Devin Carter is getting sent to the G League because, like, why now? Because the last time Devin Carter went to the G League, he hadn't played an NBA game before, and he went to the G League and just lit them up for just a ton of points. It was incredible. So I matched that with this other situation that the Kings have, and that is that Dennis Schroeder's missed 5 games in a row. And he's been questionable in all 5 of those games, but we're 2 weeks into what they're calling now a hip flexor strain. And like, again, a player who is questionable has a 50-50 opportunity to play. I am wondering why he's not playing.
Can I add something to this?
Yeah.
Chris Biederman from the Sacramento Bee was on the road with the Kings and posted a video from Houston of Dennis Schroder on the court during shoot around, like throwing up half court shots and stuff.
Yeah, he's been there every day. I watch him like when the team was home, he's going out on the court and doing his pregame workout, and then he's coming back in and he's sitting down with his iPad. He's somebody like he watches film like every minute of the day. Like he clearly has an issue with death scrolling, but it's not death scrolling. It's straight up watching NBA clips. He's watching NBA and then he has his phone in one hand.
League.
Yeah, and he has his iPad in one hand and his phone in another, and he walks around. He's constantly watching film, and he's always ready. I have a feeling that Dennis Schroder is not going to be on the Sacramento Kings very much longer. December 15th is the first day he can be traded. That is the only reason why I could possibly imagine a player being not a healthy scratch, a questionable scratch for 5 straight games over a 2-week period while his team needs him. And now all of a sudden the kid who's not playing at all, who can't even get minutes when Dennis Schroeder has been out for 5 games, is going to the G League.
Almost like to get his wind and to get his legs under him.
To get him some game action, so in case he plays in a week or so.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So let me ask this. Do you think there's a feeling by the Kings that, okay, we're going to sit Dennis Schroeder with this hip injury, quote unquote, and get Devin Carter his minutes? And because we know on December 15th at whatever 1 p.m. or whatever time it is, that we're going to have somebody calling and we've got a trade set up? Or is it we think, and we might get to December 15th and, oh, hey, actually nothing happened. Okay, Dennis Schroeder's back and Devin Carter's back and not playing. Do you think there's something like lined up?
Well, I do think that there's a possibility that something's lined up. I also think there's a possibility that the Kings just don't want to play Devin Carter at all, and that it's possible that Dennis Schroeder just can't go. But it doesn't make sense to me that a guy's questionable for 2 weeks.
That's wild.
I don't remember the last time I saw that, especially a player that you're expecting to come in and play 20 minutes a night, maybe 30 minutes, 20 to 24 minutes a night, and lead that second unit. that totally went through this dark time without him.
If a player is going to miss 5 games, it's typically like out for 3, maybe doubtful for 1,
Yes.
upgraded to questionable.
Yes.
There's like a normal path.
Yes.
It's not typically, yeah, he's questionable.
Dot.
For 5 games, never been downgraded, didn't hear of any setback. Very strange. I think you are correct.
I've heard rumors that there are teams that have called on Dennis Schroder. I know that there are teams that like Dennis Schroder during the offseason that have also already contacted the Kings and been like, hey, what do you think?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he's going to be the first to go or not, but I'm going to put him in the same boat I will the rest of this group. Like, there is realistically, if this is the way the season is playing out, there is no reason to keep Dennis Schroder on the roster. And if you're going to have to pay him 14.5, 15 million next season, and you can find a taker for him right now, then go ahead and do that. Especially if you can get expiring contract, or you can get 2 expiring contracts and a 2nd round pick, or you can get 2 2nd round picks or a late 1st round pick from somebody. Like, if there's a possibility to move Dennis Schroder for an asset right now, it would not surprise me that that's what they do. And also, I'll throw this out there. It's very possible that they signed Dennis Schroder exactly to do that.
Sure.
Because they looked at Dennis Schroder.
It would make the whole thing make a lot more sense.
And their mid-level exception-ish, or their trade exception they used from the Kevin Huerter trade, and said, okay, can we maybe move this? And like, there's a possibility here. And so that's what I'm here for. I want to see what happens and see if there's a possibility that the Kings roll him right now, because I'm confused by everything else that's happening. Yeah. But the Devin Carter going to the G League thing, Devin Carter flying out of Miami back to Sacramento / Stockton so he can go be on a with the Stockton Kings, that's a move that you don't see very often at all. And it's almost like they need him to go and play 25, 30 minutes, maybe 35 minutes a game and ramp him up, because he might be playing in the next week or so.
We have 2 and 2, and typically that equals 4. All right, we've got the handoff coming up next. Quick bit of NFL news. The Colts coach Shane Steichen has confirmed that Daniel Jones has a ruptured Achilles. He will need surgery, and that surgery is scheduled within the week. That's according to Stephen Holder, who covers the Indianapolis Colts he was at The Athletic, and now he's at ESPN.
All right.